What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the simulator. Welcome back to the channel, Turbo Talon Golf. It's about 78 degrees Fahrenheit in the simulator today, which ain't bad. I shouldn't need to spray as much water on my head. And the date is the 29th, Tuesday the 29th of July, 2025. You can see that we've got a whole bunch of new courses to download. And there's a whole bunch of courses I probably won't get to. If your league is more than one round, I may not get to it. What else is of note? Thought I had a story for you guys. Apparently I don't. I mean, I already know I'm going to play FlyinFatKid's Crazy Fun League, Woolly Bully Open. He texted me and said that some of the settings for the round were a bit undesirable. Let's check them out. I see green tees at 5,120 yards, total course length. I see Sunday pins. I see a huge gimme auto putt circle. But then we come down to this second row of data tiles and I see links green firmness. To be fair, he warned me about this. I was expecting something similar to this. And then stimp of 12, so the greens probably won't be that fun. Fairway firmness is links and the wind is breezy, that's fine. And then where it's about 1,000 feet above sea level, I believe the slope for this course was 120 from the green pins, which is, I wouldn't say, it's nothing to really be too terrified of, but with green firmness like that, it's really anybody's guess what's going to happen. The guys who are able to stop their ball on a dime are probably going to have lower scores than guys who are going to be rolling off the back of the green. I have not warmed up. I just got home from work. The usual crap. And I'm going to play about a 12 handicap in the simulator as opposed to my normal on-course handicap of 22. And the reason for that is because I was getting to the point where I was feeling a bit beat up if I wasn't shooting scratch or under par in the simulator. And then I had to have a little coming to Jesus meeting with myself, which consisted of some conversation along the lines of, that's not the type of golf you should be playing after 1 year. Maybe throttle it back a little bit. There you have it. Some of Shelby's internal dialogue. If you want to see more of Shelby's internal dialogue, check out my 99 Mulligans video where I play a scramble with my cousin Belbins. All right, let's load this up and play some golf, guys. Course isn't very difficult with a 120 slope, but I think the other factors are going to probably make things a little more interesting. And I've also re-gripped my Ping G430 with my normal Golf Pride jumbo grip. Some people out there really don't like jumbo grips, but if I want to, right? If I'm having a tug of war where there's something on this end of my club and it's trying to turn the club and I'm trying to fight against it, just sheerly by the laws of physics, I'm going to have a lot easier time controlling that torque with a fatter grip than I am, say, if I had a grip that was that skinny. Just pure physics dictates that. Okay, this looks a bit bland. Let's take a look at the graphics settings. Okay. This fairway is the size of Rhode Island, so not too terribly concerned. I do hear moving water or a beach or something. I don't know where this course is. You guys should be able to hear a little bit of something according to my feed. And then let's just try to get a ball down the fairway. We do have some wind blowing across our face. Let's try to have a good time here, guys. That wasn't a good shot right off the bat. It was Healy. I haven't swung a golf club in a couple of days. You'll have to forgive me. It's probably going to take a few holes to warm up. It's usually a lot worse with the long clubs. It's easier to warm up with the shorter clubs. It should not take 3 strokes to get to a 370-yard green. But let me warm up for a minute, would you? Get off my case. Okay, here's where things are going to get tricky here, is we have link screens, which means this thing is going to roll and then roll some more and then probably roll some more. So we got to check our heat map. It looks like we're going to be rolling uphill. We have a little more forgiveness there. Leave the heat map on if you need to. This is a feature in a video game that you will not have outside. And are we rolling? Looks like we're rolling right to left and front to back. And you really never want to go back to front, right? You may need to go buy some ointment. Yep. And that will be fine. I'm trying to test the water for these 13 stimp greens. We are looking at a bogey or a double bogey, and that's okay. Let's give it a shot there, a couple of cups from the line. And we need to hit allegedly 38 feet. Huge gimme circle, guys. All right, we will take that. In real life, that would be a 2-putt, and that's fine. 283 par 4. I need my driver to warm up sooner rather than later for these short par 4s. Yeah, there's already some ding-a-ling in here with a 10 under par. That wind's going to push the ball over. Not particularly worried about it, honestly. Okay. Sand. Is this going to be a greenside bunker or not? You got to make a decision here. Because a true greenside bunker is going to charge you about 50% power. You really want this ball to go quite high. Open that club face up. And then that just happened to not work out like I wanted it to. Quite unfortunate. It's these first few holes while you're trying to figure out what you're doing with your life that can really tank your score. Especially when you've already got a guy that's 10 under par. Which in my opinion, if you're shooting 10 under par, maybe ought not to be in a lobby full of other guys that are mid to high handicap golfers, but everybody's entitled to their opinion. And if there are no restrictions for entering the league, then that person is perfectly allowed to be here too. Just don't go bragging about your score in the simulator to your friends. Okay, that ball did not feel like it should have sliced right. And now we're in a pickle, a real bad pickle. Yeah, it is what it is. We're in a pickle here, everything's got colliders. Don't pretend you're gonna get out of this lie. Let's see if we can lateral out. We can lateral out for the most part. 70-yard lateral out. You're gonna burn a stroke to get out of here. You did it to yourself. Get over it. There you go. You've burned a stroke. It's a par 5. Maybe you can whack your way up there. 150. Wind is blowing hard to the left, excuse me, the right. So let's aim for right there and see what happens. Who is texting me? It's my aunt. Okay. Is this our first iron shot today? Oh, good gravy. What do we do there? Healy? Okay, we're on the 3rd hole. We've got to get warmed up here. This is just not going to do. That's unfortunate as shit right there. 12 carry, 24 carry. Is what it is. We're racking up quite the score here though. Let's get on out of here. Okay, I don't like bogeys. I don't like them. I don't like them in a box. I don't like them with a fox. Why did that fly to the left? Were we in a left lie? Well, you wouldn't have been in a left lie off the tee. Get out of here. There's some tee boxes where you're in a left lie. And those golf courses are the places I go when I can't get a tee time anywhere else. 31, 21 feet. It wanted to. HLA was spot on perfect. It just didn't happen, guys. It just didn't happen. 295 into the pin. I don't think we've hit a proper driver shot yet, or at least if we did, it was, I believe it was into the sand. This course isn't much to look at. It's certainly not much to look at. And neither was that drive. What'd we do there? Toey? Healy? It was a Healy. Swahili. There's just this one problem, and that is that I don't give a crap. We're playing 9 holes after work tomorrow. I give a crap about that. Guys, you can't score. It's really hard to score when you have hard greens. Downhill. That's a hard one to gauge. Let's just go on the line and be happy with whatever happens. Need to hit this like 20 feet or so. Good read. Good read. You might 3-putt this green, but good read other than that. 237, par 4. Oops. Oopsie. Another fat shot. Ha! Man. What are we doing? 118 to the pin? Let's hit this club. And then don't even think about being on the green, because that's not happening, but we'll try. We got a lot of wind and a hard green that is very undulating. In other news, the square launch monitor should maybe be here when I get home from work tomorrow. I mean back from the golf course, so I'm probably not even going to be able to open it until Thursday. And then Thursday is a team building event. I know everybody loves those. Thursday's a team building event at the putt-putt course, so maybe Friday's Soldier Hollow, Saturday's Hubbard. Yeah, I probably won't even be able to get into that launch monitor until maybe Friday afternoon. Oh no. Mammoth Dunes. Wonder where, it's by the ocean. Mammoth Dunes. That wanted to go in. No such luck. Hey guys, pro tip. Nobody has fun on links greens. I'm thinking of making my own league, because why the hell not? Everybody else has one. And it will not be links greens. They're not fun. We're not professional golfers. Don't do it. Nobody likes it. It's not fun. Nobody has a good time. Nobody will exit this round and say they had a good time except for the ding-a-ling who went 10 under. I do not know why it is so hard to hit driver. Like, what are we on, the 7th hole and I haven't hit a drive yet? I honest to God don't know what it is, dude. It's so hard. Wow, okay. All right. It's not happening today, huh? 168 carry, 152 carry. It's just not happening today, guys. I'm sorry, it's just not. Uh, 129-ish yards with some wind. Let's try to hit like right there, which is this club. It is not an 8-iron. You gotta sit though. You gotta sit. You've got to sit. That was really thin. For birdie, sure. Whatever thou says. Hill, 19 or so feet. We're just not getting close enough to have any real birdie attempt. 350. To something. Maybe we can get a drive to go. Maybe not. I kind of wanted to do the Middle Earth Challenge, but I feel like an ironing board trying to hit a golf ball here. "200 yards at 1,000 feet above sea level, dude. I'm just not hitting. That one was high. Smack dab middle of the sweet spot, just a little high. Okay, let's check out our green. Wind. And just know that the rollout is going to be absolutely insane. Just absolutely insane. All right, that was sort of the shot I was looking for. What I'm trying to do is get the ball to hit and roll up to the pin, because I don't really have the option to put any spin on the ball. I don't particularly know how. I have an idea how the physics behind how to make a ball spin. It's just getting that club to slide under that ball like that. You gotta really use some wrist hinge action, and that can cause a bunch of other problems. That is absurd to me. People, quit making link screens. We're not professional golfers. That's something I would expect to see in like a Joe Legowski league. Now I've bought myself a damn bogey here, and that pisses me off. Yeah, sure. 14-footer. You ain't making a 14-footer really, what, one time out of 20 maybe? I feel the sarcasm creeping in. I feel it creeping in. That's drawing over to the left and was not even close to the green. Like, not even close. Did I miss a parameter? We must have had some wind in our face. Because carry was 200 here, 190 there. I'd say that's good enough for government work, and I will accept that that was my fault. .46. I thought we were on links. Links everything. That's disappointing. Oh, I already hate this round of golf, but that's okay. We got a 12 handicap to play with here. Okay, that would not have done that in real life. Can I have that one back? Dude, mulligans, use them. Let's go. 28, 18. That was a weird little break. Okay, we have assessed another bogey. We've been assessed a bogey. Let's hit this ball. Okay, Frang, you are no longer allowed in the league. Guessing you're a scratch golfer in real life based on that score, or you had a really good round. Maybe you're a 4 or 5 handicap. You shouldn't be in this league, dude. Okay, that sort of did what I wanted it to, and we will take that. Putt for Eag, meaning we should be able to get an easy birdie here and recover one of those strokes. 20, 19 or so feet here. I should have known better than to think that GS Pro would ever allow us to have an eagle. I think I had one the other day, and I'll probably never have one again. 2. Oh. Why that ball flight? That's really weird. Guys, that shot wouldn't have done that in real life. Let's see here. And before somebody jumps in the comments saying, well, look at the blah, blah, blah bullshit on the launch monitor, I am telling you, that shot would not have done that in real life. That shot would have done that in real life. So what did we do on the last one? 19 yards, and we were, I don't remember. I don't care. Let's see here. It's a video game. I'm just getting my reps. Okay, it broke left harder than I anticipated, even with a positive HLA. So the harder the green gets, the more break you have to anticipate, is what I'm kind of seeing. There's less friction? Shit, I don't know. I'm not a scientist. Okay, that ball went a little further than I thought it would. We're doing well. 3 over after 12. .22 footer. Downhill, be a little careful. That took a weird. That HLA was dog shit. It says it wasn't even off the center of the putter face. You're a putter face. Okay. Get left. What a trash shot. Might still be on the green because of these lovely, oh, look at that thing go. Oh, wow. A short 5,000 yard total course length with hot greens and hot fairways. This is something that you're going to see here. God, let's just have some fun and try to sink this thing. Nice big loopy turd here into the hole. 11 feet. The turd didn't fall into the toilet bowl. That's funny as hell. There's a hole like that on a course I used to play at in Great Falls, Montana. If you could even hit a decent drive, you were going to be near the pin. Not near the pin, but near the green. Near the pin is a whole nother animal, right? Oh, good Lord. Oh, get the hell out of here. Come on, baby. I tried to take as much off of that as I could and still call it a driver shot. Stinking Healy turd. 170, but it's going to roll for about 55 yards. Let's hit this club here. You essentially don't want to land anywhere on the green, right? Unless you're coming in from a very high trajectory or you've generated a lot of spin, which is not me. I don't do that. So that shot, other than being to the right, was a pretty pleasing shot. And we're somehow putting for eagle again. Maybe that's how that dude got such a low score. .32, 34. You ain't getting nothing on these greens. I don't know what it is, but I can't read them. Another birdie. That's pretty laughable. 6, 123, 117 with a tailwind. Crap, we can probably hit a gap wedge. Problem is, it's a sucker pin. So I guess we maybe go for it and let the wind bring it back over. I don't know. We're probably going to be in the bunker. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, we might be okay. Oh shit, get out of here. Misreading breaks quite bad. Let's go there. 44 plus 15, 59. Well, that's disappointing. Because now if you don't make this 10-foot putt, which is makeable, mind you, your ass is getting a bogue. 10, 13-footer. th hole, and it couldn't come too soon. 279. You've got a bunker down there telling you to mind your P's and Q's. I've had worse shots than that. .31. Is that ball going away from us? Yeah. Right. 10 mile an hour. We got to get the ball up. That's what matters. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I'm hungry. Where are we hitting here? Let's hit this direction. Maybe we roll into that tiny fairway bunker. That is, the hole's that way. The hole's that way. It's that way, stupid. 165 yards. Didn't need to be. So if the total course hole length is 422 from tee to cup, and I hit 264 and still need to go 165, 3, 6, okay, that isn't bad. The basic math adds up. 165, but I don't want to hit quite that far. Something about these clubs make this TV turn off and on, and I don't know what it is. Pretty sure it uses an infrared remote. That'll be on the green. Hopefully we can get a little right bounce. There you go. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. And then an unmakeable 25-yard putt. It just did it again. I don't know what this makes this TV turn on and off. It's kind of weird. Holy sh! Is this a par 5 again? In other words, unless I botch this pretty bad, we're going to go 1 under, which is hilarious. 25 feet. These greens are hard to read. I would think that somebody who knew how to read these greens would be probably the dude who shot 10 under. You guys, there's the scorecard. It's nowhere near my 12 declared, self-declared 12 handicap in the simulator. We're in 4th place out of like 5 people here. I'm assuming some other jokers are going to come in and post some pretty low scores. Let's check out the stats, which should be very mediocre. Most of that stuff was dedicated purely to short course length. 7 pars, 6 birdies. That's pretty good for 6,000 yard tees, but not 5,000 yard tees, but I'll take it. And then 5 bogeys, most of which I would attribute to that beginning nonsensical warm-up that took like 7 holes. 31 putts is okay. 2 sand saves, 37-minute session, 12 greens, 4 fairways. You can expect to shoot a decent score when you're hitting 12 greens in regulation. And then I still don't know what any of this means. Longest drive was 235, but we only hit 4 fairways, and I wasn't swinging very hard. I'll take 235 and then 137 ball speed and then 78 feet of putting. Guys, not much here to say. Good scorecard. Whatever round. Yeah. If you even survived this long, I appreciate you watching. Let's go maybe do something else here. Back to the GS Pro splash screen. I appreciate you watching the video and all of the videos. For some reason, people keep subscribing to the channel. I can't for the life of me figure out why anyone would do that. But also check out this cool thing I got while I was in Scotland. And I didn't know what it was until a few weeks ago. Can you see that? That's pretty sweet, huh? 123rd, 153rd Royal Portrush. And I bought this at St. Andrews, right next to the old course. I didn't know what Royal Portrush was until a few weeks ago, right? But that's pretty sweet. Brought it back over the pond with me. All right, I'm pretty sure everybody at this point is saying, why won't this dude shut the hell up and end the video? So I'm going to shut the hell up and end the video. Have a good one, guys.